believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly, and I believe I can fly. The coconut nut is a giant nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat. Now, the coconut nut is a big, big nut, but this delicious nut is not a nut.
1 Corinthians 10:31. Whatever you do, do all to the glory of God. A tropical nut will be our vlog for today. The coconut. Well, not really known to many, but this is not just a nut. This is a giant nut and not a fruit. There are a lot of them in the Philippines, being a tropically weathered country. This is Sir Noy, your content provider, and join me as we will picture out this tree from bottom to top and from the outer to the inner. Don't you know that after we will be scrutinizing this plant, we can as well build a merchandise and a business? Well, join your JERVIN Eagle Viewpoints vlog community and let us explore the world of the coconut.
The coconut nut is a big, big nut, but this delicious nut is not a nut.
The cocoa tree. One of the most in-demand lumber which is affordable at the time or at this time is the quality of a cocoa lumber. For mid-range practical housing, this is the preferred wood and lumber of choice. The cocoa bark can be strengthened with shellac paints, and it can be a good wall skin or a decorative edging for bare walls.
It's the cocoa fruit. It's the cocoa fruit of the cocoa tree.
The cocoa leaves. The cocoa leaves is attached to a soft branch, which is very good for fueling manual fire for cooking. The raw leaves are also used in building roofs for native houses as well as customized modern vacation cottages, especially for pool or beach scenarios. If you will disconnect the leaves from its certain stick brace, you can make many products out of it. The leaves can be made into wallets, purses, even handbags of any kinds, containers, and knapsacks. Actually, all kinds of bag-type containers. Now, the stick structure at the center of the leaves is the all-time favorite famous stick broom that is being used for rough floors and area sweeping.
The coconut bark for the kitchen floor. If you save some of it, you can build.
The cocoa fruit. The cocoa fruit will let us start from the outside of this fruit. The coconut cover is one of the more preferred natural floor husk used for scrubbing. My dad also used this husk or this husk part after removing the shell from it as an orchid container filled with charcoal, sawdust, and cocoa shearlings. Going now inside the fruit, you can see a hard shell inside. This hard shell is one of the most in-demand natural cooking material or fuel for quick flame. In some localities in the Philippines, this is even used to make charcoals. Now let us consider the coco meat. This is the white area of the coconut. Of course, if harvested for juicing, the cocoa fruit will be very nice to eat, and often it is a part of the cocoa juice to enhance flavor and taste. If the cocoa fruit is harvested for milk production, the cocoa meat is hard and it is being dried to be converted to copra production, which is good for generating coconut oil.
There are so many uses of the coconut tree. You can build a bigger home.
The cocoa water. Cocoa water is one of nature's greatest wonder. Coconut harvested for eating has water content that is sweet and often used as natural juice. At times, it is also enhanced to become a cocoa shake or cocoa salad because of the juice that has a distinguished taste and that is suitable for thirst and relaxation of your throat. Extracted in this cocoa juice and meat is an oil that is labeled now as the virgin coconut oil. Science would prove that this oil is a good source of vitamins and minerals. Okay? This is good for the immune response enhancement and also containing antibiotic properties and antioxidant contents. That is very well known in the market today.
Coconut wood is very good. It can stand 20 years if you pray it would. Now,
the cocoa medical advantage. In medicine, coconut juice is very well known and proven to be one of the world's greatest renal and kidney enhancing liquid. For renal problems, cocoa juice is one of the two most recommended natural solution by doctors. The other, of course, is cranberry juice.
the coconut leaves good shade it gives for the roof, for the walls up against.
The coconut cuisine. Now you can just imagine a Filipino and tropical cuisine without coconut. It's catastrophic. It is needed in our salads, juices, fraps, floats, cakes, pastries, jams, and even in the natural kitchen cooking here in the Philippines and in all tropical countries in the world. The coconut meat turned milk called gata separates the Philippine cuisine from the best of the world. You can just imagine the ginataang gulay, ginataang manok, the curries, and all of this cuisine that we are introducing to the world because of the coconut milk.
The coconut fruit, say my relatives, make good cannonballs up.
The coconut merchandise. Now, let us peep through an ordinary sari-sari store or corner stores if they have coconut contents within. Well, the cocoa candies are there, the coconut flavored commercial juices are there, the coconut breads are there, the coconut oil is there, there are even coconut flavored ice creams, ice candies, and on a separate corner for pick-up foods, you have the coconut candy, commonly called in our dialect as bukayo, and the coconut bars. Yes, the stores will be bare naked without the coconut products out there.
Coconut nut is a giant nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat. Now the coconut nut is a big, big nut, but this delicious nut is not a nut. The coconut nut is a giant
Running through this vlog, I will be honest with you, dear vlogmates, we still have not maximized all the uses of the coconut plant. But at least we have proven that this plant is in itself a general merchandise. One that is already a complete living package for humanity, especially in a tropical country like ours, Philippines. Until our next vlogs, remember, the coconut nut is a giant nut. When you eat too much, you get very fat. Just a reminder from your content provider, Pros Gonzaga Jr., known to my students as Sir Noy. See you again next time in our JERVIN Eagle Viewpoints. And that's the way the eagle hooked the prey.
It's a giant nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat. Now the coconut nut is a big, big nut, but this delicious nut is not a nut.
Eats the cocoa fruit.
It's the coconut.
And I believe I can fly. And I believe I can fly. Hey, 'cause I
And that's the way the eagle hooked the prey.
believe I can soar.